So what you're going to do is everybody is about to get this orange sheet. And on this orange sheet, it says expert problem. So this is going to be your problem. I'm going to hand out one of these yellow strips of paper. This is going to be your problem. You are going to become an expert on this problem. I'm going to give you between 5 and 7 minutes depending. You have to show all of your work. You are going to be able to use a calculator to make sure that your work is correct. Because you have to 100% be able to show it, complete it, explain. Does that make sense? On this one problem. Now, after that 7 minutes, we are going to essentially rotate. One person is going to stay, one person is going to go, and I'll get to that in a second. And let's say that at this table, I move, Anthony's here, he's the expert on G. I'm the expert on O. So once we all get in place, let's see, he has his, I have mine. When I say go, we're going to switch. Take that. I'm going to do G. So I'm going to find in my box over here, I'm going to say, okay, there's box G. I'm going to write the problem. I'm going to solve the problem. Once we're both done solving the problem, we're going to talk about it. Be like, okay, this is the answer. That if you don't want to be here today, son, don't be here. This is the answer that I got. And Anthony's going to be like, Miss Kenny, you're wrong. I'm like, no, I'm not. Look at my work. And he's going to be like, no, I'm the expert. Look at my work. So you have that dialogue of, hey, you did a great job. Hey, I didn't solve it that way, but that's a really cool way to solve it. However,
X equals 3.
X equals 3, I like it. So that is what you're doing. So this is a different way for you guys to practice equations without sitting here and listening to me talk. What you're not going to do is you are not going to sit and talk about your everyday life when you're at each table. The top, I'll show you again, says this is taken as a quiz. Okay, so you need to take this serious. There's really and truly no reason that we fail this quiz, right? Because every single person in this room has an expert sitting in front of them on that one problem. What's going to happen, you're not going to pay attention. You're going to put your, let's say you did E, you're going to put E and A, and then it's going to be all discombobulated. You have to pay attention. Whatever letter is here in the top is what you need, where you need to do it on there. You should not be writing anything. You should not be doing your homework right now. Your homework was homework last night. There's no reason I see anybody writing. Are there any questions? All right, please go ahead and put your first name, last name, date, and period on your orange sheet. Table 1 and table 6. Please go grab, or table 1 and table 5. Grab a calculator. Liked me so much that you're like, yeah, the closer I am, the better I'm going to be for it, right?
Yeah,
That was your thought process?
I wanted to be there for real.
Okay, did everybody get an orange sheet? Okay, you're writing first name, last name, date, and period on this orange sheet. Alright, all of this needs to go. I don't know why we got all this, but it's separate. The only thing we need on here is, because people are moving through this group, so get all of that off except for the paper and your notebook. That's it. It's okay. Alright, so they don't look at it yet. Don't look at it. Alright, take one. Table 2 and table 7 go, or 6 go get a calculator. Make sure it's just one. Don't look at it. Oh. Alright. Take one. Make sure there's only one. Table 7 and table 3 go get a calculator. Alright, take one. Make sure there's only one. Right? Be all snitchy. Is that the one you want? Are you sure? Okay, don't look at it. You should not be talking. Table 4 and table 8 go to the calculator. Make sure you got one. Pick one. You get one? Don't look at it. Alright, pick one. Make sure you get one. No, you can't have that one. Oh, you can't have this one. You get one. Alright, take one. Take one. Well, just see the second. I just put it under your seat. You grab the one. Alright, take one. Nope, not yet.
Jeff, you look at you.
Take one. All right. Now, at your table. How? All right, whoever is the tallest is staying. So stand up and see who is the tallest. You're gonna bust your butt. Sit down. All right, so raise your hand if.
Who's the tallest?
Soraya.
Taller, Miss Kitty.
Get. Shh. All right, have a seat. So who is going to be moving? My short people. I'm so sorry.
How could you?
I'm sorry. All right. So right now, hush and listen. You are going to get, we'll start with 6 minutes. 6 minutes to solve your problem. You are the expert on this problem. That work is going to go right here. So obviously, if this is my problem, oh, look at that. I'm going to put my problem here. So I'm going to put 20 minus 1/3 x minus 18 equals 8. I have all of this space to make sure that I do this correctly. You have 6, you should not be on a calculator right now. If y'all don't want to listen, you don't have to do this. You can take this quiz by yourself outside. 6 minutes of quiet working time. If you finish, check it with a calculator. I do not want you doing it on a calculator first. That defeats the purpose. If you're confused or you're not sure or you want to check to make sure your answer is correct, I have an answer key. So I will let you know, yes, that's right. No, that's not. Okay? We are not spending more than 10 minutes on this whatsoever. We're not. You should be able to get these solved within 5 minutes, honestly. Okay? Yes.
So you write it in that box, but what if it's like?
It doesn't matter. So one step at a time. You are the expert on this problem. So that's what I want you working on for this problem.
So like if it's G, you don't need to write.
Don't worry about it. You're doing your work right here. This is yours. All right, any other questions? All right, go ahead. You're working, doing your work right here. 6 minutes. You're not talking. 1 1/2 or 1.5. This is just an improper fraction. Okay? Remember guys, if you need help or you're confused or you want to check your answer, that is what I'm here for. But I want you guys to try it, and then I want you guys to use the calculator to check it. Put those notebooks on the floor. Good. Good, it's a 1.5. Just ignore it. Hold on a second. You're welcome. Huh? There, if you look at the second or third drawer, there's erasers. I need to see them. Oh, I don't know, just look at the second or third drawer. I need to number those before I agree that, because I'm not gonna try and figure out what number goes with what. Just make sure you take this time to get this together. Need to check it? There you go. Okay, so this is a 1x and this is a minus 1/3, right? So technically, you can't take a whole fraction. So what do I need to change my 1 whole to? So it would be, because you have to subtract from the third. Does that make sense? So then you just subtract it and you get your fraction. Alright, you need me to check the answer? You check the answer. Do you have a question?
Yeah.
Are they, can you combine them? Like, are they the same? Okay, so then circle it. Combine. Alright, if you're done and you feel like you're ready, just raise your hand and I will call you up here to check your work. Alright, here. Make sure you know what letter you have.
B.
Yep. What letters? What is it? Yes. Callie. What letter will have? Should be -8. Ariana.
H.
Do you have a question?
Do I add the -20 in
Keep working. Yeah, because it's a negative here, so to get rid of it, you have to add it. All right, who else? Mm-mm. So it should be 8. So somewhere along the way.
Oh, I put the 1.
Mm-mm. Nope. Somewhere along the way, the answer is 8. So it's even better. Come here. You said M, right? So that's the work. but let's see what. So you put the 4 after it, needs to be in front of it, because you're taking and doing 4 divided by 2 cups, or 2 fourths. Okay, that's why it's not the other way. And yes, do you need
Yeah, I
help?
just need to check this.
Okay, just raise your hand. I'll call you up in a second.
Oh, my fault.
Do you need help?
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so when you combine those two, what'd you get?
-7.
So -7, and then you're combining these two, right?
Yeah.
So you're subtracting 0.9 minus 0.2, which gives you 0.7.
Oh.
So then you have go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Richard. Stop talking. You shouldn't be talking. This is not a talking conversation. Yes. Jeffrey. Ben, are you guys done? Okay. Finished, or you have questions? Okay. What's your letter?
H.
Yep. Ben?
So like this one,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I made a mistake. Like, where
Where? Yeah. Because essentially, you're gonna end up with half. Because it's a positive 1.5 minus 1. So you should end up with just a regular half. And then this, 2 minus 8 is not 2.
Okay.
Okay, so do 8 minus 2 and that should give you, alright, what's your number? Letter, sorry.
P.
P? No, it should be -5.
I actually need a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know track, so I knew you were supposed to come up with 2, right?
Yes,
And you get 3.
okay.
And then you had to
So you,
add the 3, right?
no, because I don't know why you're doing backwards, like, see your pencil? So technically, this is a positive, so you're subtracting 3, subtracting 3. Ryan, come here. I don't know. What letter do you have? Go sit down. Raise your hand if you're ready for me to check it.
I had O.
Oh. Mm-mm. Should end up with 15. So there's the work for O. So you do this, you end up with 2/3. And here you should end up with -3. So it should be 2/3 x minus 3 equals 7. Is that what you got? Because I see on here, you have a 2, you have -2. So it shouldn't be -2, it should be -3.
Oh.
Okay? Alright, if you need me to check, come up. You have about another 2 minutes max, and then we gotta move on. If you need me to check, come up. If you have a question, you need to come up. What letter was it?
And it's on the back.
What is it? N? No, it should be -30.
I fixed it.
All you did was write a negative, so you didn't fix it. You actually need to redo the work and see where you made your mistake.
I need help. I'm
Okay.
really confused.
With
I don't,
what?
I got confused after that, after
Okay.
the first part.
Right, so you combine these two, right?
Yeah.
So -9 plus 5, so that should be a -4.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. And then -3 over 3/2 x. So I don't know why you have a -9 down here.
So wait, why did
I don't know. So it should be -4 minus 3/2 x equals 11. Erase everything else. What number or letter are you? What?
Can I go to the bathroom?
No.
I'm so confused. I had to erase everything.
You
so-
what?
I'm missing my chairs.
Oh.
I erased everything. So I was wrong.
Why did you erase everything?
And I tried to go over again, but I keep erasing.
All right, where's the original problem? Because that's not the original problem. Where's the, bring me the like slip. So what's your answer? 'Cause I don't see an answer on here.
I didn't know if I was doing it.
Did you combine your like terms?
Yes.
Okay, then you're doing it right.
Then I got. Then I am I supposed to do? I'm
Okay, so right now you should be at negative 40 plus 5 and 1/6 x. Can you not do that? That is on. I'm recording that right now.
Oh.
Yeah, smart guy. That's where you should be. Okay. No, that's yours. Sorry, this one's yours.
I just put parentheses when I was trying to
Okay, so when you distribute this in,
Wait, I thought we did the 9 first.
no, the 9 is all by itself. You're distributing the negative 3/4 in. So distribute just the negative 3/4.
So after I do, so that's what I do next.
Yes. Yep, because you want to do adding, subtracting, and then dividing next.
Okay.
Okay?
So I do 15 minus 3/2, or do I just?
No, baby. Like, no. Where are you getting 15 from? Technically,
Four.
just bring everything straight down. So don't move it back over here. You need to keep it on this side because you're going to get confused if you don't. So just bring everything straight down from there.
Okay, and now I do dividing.
That's what you have to figure out. Hello, friend. You need this one. Solving in that box. Okay? Thank you. What letter E? 16.
Ms. Kenny, do we have to give you the other calculators?
Do we, for 8th grade, I'm assuming they have it. I don't have them.
Let's get you a concept.
Okay. No, I don't know how you got 16. So this is E, so it should be negative 40. So right here, babe. So this will become, I don't know what you're doing wrong.
Because I thought you were, when you add them, you move towards the positive.
But this, why is this a negative? This should be a positive. If you're doing 8 minus 2.
Oh, that's what I messed up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, that was my mistake. I put a positive 3 plus 6 instead of a negative
There we go.
6. I told him.
All right, guys, we have to move on. I don't know, find it. I don't know what to do with it. Find it. What number? No. Lord Jesus. Y'all, like, this is terrifying. You have a test Thursday on this, and we're moving on tomorrow. Like, I don't know what y'all are doing, but this is not difficult. If you don't know how to do this, at that point, you get out your notebook and you do what? No, you look at the notes to help you walk through. We have taken 5 days worth of notes on this. 5 days. This is terrifying. We're not even going to be able to do this activity because y'all can't solve these problems. This is very scary. Malachi, it is a green notebook. Look around the room and find it. So these are done. You should have a +3. Where?
We had plus 3 and then 22.
But why are you guys moving? Take this away, because I'm super frustrated. Go sit down. Like, holy moly. So let's look at C. This is going to be everybody's C. So I want everybody to follow along. Again, I'm super confused as to why this has become so hard. You have a benchmark in 2.5 weeks. All the stuff that you have covered since day 1 is going to be on that benchmark. So everybody should be writing in the box C right now. I'm giving you your first answer. What is the process that we start with? We have to solve these. These are equations. So what are we looking for first? Jeffrey? Like terms. Jeffrey, do I have any like terms in here?
Yes.
I have two, right? So I have my 5x and I have my plus 4/5 x. Now, there's a fraction. So I'm going to lose all sense of any math I've ever been taught in my entire life. You guys are what, 13, 14? So let's say you started school around 5. Let's do the math there. That's 8 or 9 years worth of education, of adding and subtracting, because that's all we're doing, and we're going to forget it. Because there is a fraction right there, or a decimal, because that's exactly what happens. Y'all are golden until I give you a fraction or a decimal, and then it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to combine these two. Am I adding them or am I subtracting them? How do you know? Raise your hand. How do you know you're adding these? Ben?
Because the 4 over 5 has a positive sign.
Right, this has a plus sign, so I'm simply going to do 5x plus 4/5 x. Can I combine, add, whatever you want to call it, these two? Yeah, so what does this become then?
5 over 1 plus
5.8.
No.
You have to turn it.
No. You don't have to do any of that. This is a whole number 5 and 4/5. So what do we do?
5 4
Thank you, Jesus, Lord. All you're doing is simply adding. We're not adding a fraction and a fraction. We're adding a whole number and a fraction. So this becomes 5 and 4/5 x. Okay, then I have this one and this one. And this will not focus. So then over here, I'm going to do negative 26 plus 16. Okay? What is my answer? Negative 26 plus 16. Ellie? Negative 10. So at this point, all I have done is simplified my problem to get one x and one constant. So I'm now going to rewrite this. And at this point, it becomes what kind of problem? Two-step equation. What is the very first thing we do in a two-step equation? What are we looking for? Brayden? Adding and subtracting. With a constant or with a variable? Yeah, just the number. We're just looking for the number. So I'm going to cover up everything else. I have right here plus 10. How do I get rid of that plus 10? You have to add it. So it's plus 10 here. That cancels. Plus 10 here. So now I have 116 equals 5 and 4/5 x. Has anything I've done yet so far been like outrageously hard? No. You guys try to do so much at one time. Break it down step by step, piece by piece. Don't try to do everything at once. Now, focus. No? Okay. What operation is going on between the very unclear 5 and 4/5 x? What operation is going on between those two? Ariana. So what is the opposite of multiplication? Division. So I'm going to divide this by that, and that cancels. And
May I?
is that for Malachi?
Yes,
He just came and got his.
I know, but it doesn't have, I'm trying to I'm giving him a binder.
A binder's
That
not
one-
going to work in my class though, because I don't hole punch anything.
I'm giving him both.
Okay,
A binder, that's why I need this with holes in it to put in them. Does
That's
that
fine.
make sense?
yeah. All right. So at this point, again, are we about to do anything that we don't know what to do? No, you're going to divide a whole number by a mixed number. Well, obviously, we got to change a few things first. What do we have to do with 116? Put it over 1. So this becomes 116 over 1. What do I have to do with 5 4/5? Can I keep it as a mixed number? No, I cannot. So I have to change it to what? Improper fraction, which means I'm going to do 5 times 5, which gives me 25, plus 4, which gives me 29. Shh. So that is my new numerator, and I use my old denominator. Now I'm finally ready to solve this problem. No? Why not? What do I need to do now? I got to do keep, change, flip. So now down here I'm going to do 116 over 1, times 5 over 29. And now my bottom number is going to be 29. That's easy. And what number is this? See? Let me do my math that I'm not going to do mentally. So I end up with 3,364. When I divide that by 29, I did something wrong here. I don't know what I did wrong here. It should end up to be x equals 20. But that's the process. That's the steps you need to take. Not trying to simply do this, this, and this all at once. Did I do everything at once? No. I took it step by step by step. That's the same thing I need you guys to do. You have 3 minutes, and that is the absolute max because we have to do practice. Like, you guys have to practice. That's all I can tell you. I don't know what else to tell y'all. If you are not done, please work on it. If you are done, sit quietly, check with your calculator to make sure. Put your calculator away. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Sorry. That should be 580. I knew I wasn't crazy. Should be 580, not 3,000.
I think I got my answer. Negative x equals.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, because I figured it out now. Because if you, can I go to the bathroom now?
Hurry up. What was the letter? Yes, that's right.
I just don't know how to, like, when I combine my like terms, when I get all the numbers, I just don't know how to line them up. Like, how am I supposed to?
So my best, like, did you see how I just kept bringing things down? So like once you combine, like if you combine these two, right? So you have negative 40, and what I would do is I would then do plus 5x plus 1/6 x equals negative 9. And then I would combine those two and bring it down. And then do the next step and bring it down. So you're doing one step at a time. Okay? Then he comes back.
I think I might have.
What's the letter?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So I forgot. But Miss Buddy said after lunch to bring in my iPad because she has to fix it.
You better hurry up and get down there and get back.
Okay.
Should be negative 10.
Oh.
Because this is a negative 3/2. So the negative just stays with it all the way through.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Everybody should be done. Anthony, are you still working? All right. So, Anthony, you come here. I'll help you in a second. So what you're going to do now, my tallest people, get comfortable. That's where you're staying. My not tall people, I'm not going to call you short, but my not tall people, you guys are rotating. Everyone face the back of the classroom. You guys are rotating to your right. Okay? So back of the classroom, you're rotating to the right. So who's my Jasmine, you're going to table 5. Who's going from table 5? Callie, you're going to table 6. Ellie, you're going to table 7. Nevaeh, you're going to table 8. Richard, you're going to table 9. Ben, you're going to table 9. Table 4, sorry. Sebastian's going to go to table 2. You're going to stay there, and they're going to stay right there. Okay?
What do we do with these?
Those, hey, these go with you. So your little thing goes with you. This little piece of paper. Sit either across or next to. I don't really care.
Feel like a little kids here, just kidding.
Listen to the next set of directions. Stop talking, just get there. You are going to get 5 minutes. You're trading problems. So again, Anthony gives me his. So I'm working on G, and he's working on G. It's a different G though. So he's working on 1, and I'm working on 1. If you get stuck, can I ask him to help because he's the expert now on this problem, right? So my point is, what you need to do is you're not copying. You're not looking at their work. You're not. You're working through it. Nobody should have a calculator because you now have an expert sitting next to you. You have 5 minutes. After that 5 minutes, my not so tall people are rotating again. And so on and so forth until the end of class. Does that make sense? All right. What do you need, Soraya? You should not be up here, baby. You should be. Are you not done either? Richard, sit across from Ben, please. All right. 5 minutes is starting right. Just sit. It's okay. Just they're not here at the moment, so just sit where you can communicate with Ben. All right. Ryan, Sebastian, let's go. When he gets his little body in here, you're going to work with him. Okay. Sebastian, grab your stuff.